Na-na-na-na.
Oh, let's go, girls. Oh, what song
I'm
is
like,
that?
hello, were you born
looked at
under
me-
a rock?
You looked at me atrociously. I don't know why I'm mixing this. Oh my God. Okay. Welcome to this episode of Classy, Sassy, and Shade. I'm Colleen.
I'm Jazz.
I submitted that picture that you sent me.
Yeah.
Oh my God. If I was gay, I would masturbate to it.
Well, now it's in your phone, honey. You can do whatever you want with that.
Dude, oh my gosh.
I don't know.
I like
it was a
literally-
really good picture, but I don't normally selfie well at all. I careered with that one. I don't.
I peeked.
I peeked.
Okay, here, try this.
Okay.
Okay.
What flavor is that one?
This is lemon. It's new.
Oh, we didn't cheers. We've cheated.
Yeah.
Cheers. Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm surprised you took that whole shot. I thought you were gonna. It's a sipper. You're supposed to sip it. It's
You know
very,
that-
very, very lemony.
You know that taste after you throw up? That's what that is. Oh my God.
No, it doesn't taste like that. It tastes very, 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 very lemony. You know what? You came in here drinking an orange juice.
Too much acidity happening, honey.
Yeah, okay, I'll try. I only took like a tiny sip and you were all
I don't see a shot glass and not shot. Okay.
on career. All right.
It is what it is.
All right. Wish me luck. Oh, now I saw your face though. Oh, I gotta take my teeth out. Just gonna set him in my lap. No big deal.
This happens regularly, by
Every
the
day.
way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you guys are watching, my teeth are in my lap
Yeah.
all the time. Okay. Cheers.
She is.
Oh.
I have this water if you want to chase it.
It's.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry.
Do you know what I mean?
It's no. Yes.
How it tastes
It's-
like the
it's-
aftertaste
yes,
of throw up.
It's the acid.
Oh my
It's like
God.
stomach acid. It's very. I actually don't hate it.
I do.
It's very. It's very lemony.
I was going to say, what is happening? Are you about to barf? I know. I'm like, what are you doing?
No, it like made me burp a whole bunch though, which is crazy because I don't think it's carbonated.
Yeah, that was something.
Ooh.
We've had Genro before. That one's not my favorite one.
No. We'll not do this.
Yeah, that's not my fave.
We're just gonna set this here.
Yeah.
Oh, I have something for you.
Oh my God, a present?
Yeah.
What is it?
It is.
Oh my God.
Aren't they cute?
Is it a coaster? Yes. Guys.
Yeah. Here,
I'm all
hold it.
influencer hands.
Let me hold my.
Oh my God. That is so effing cute. I can't.
Isn't it cute? Oh.
We kind of look like Disney princesses.
I think so too.
That is the vibe. That is so cute, Colleen.
Isn't it
Oh
cute?
my God.
I love it. I had them made at the farmer's market.
Did they just do it right then and there?
Yeah. Yeah. He said, do you have an image? And then I was like, yeah, well, since this is black, he kept putting it on and he would erase the background and this would erase with it.
Oh, okay.
But luckily I had Amelia with me.
Okay. Yeah.
she's my
She's
little
the one that did this.
Yeah.
Right?
She's
yeah.
my little designer. And so she was like, oh, hold on, give me a minute. And she's like on her phone and she's like,
Oh my
okay,
God.
sent. And then he's like, oh, that one didn't work either. She's like, oh, okay, hold on. Okay, sent. It was like literally, I had 15 minutes before I had to leave to go pick up Scarlett from cheer.
Yeah.
And yeah, he got it done in like 10 minutes.
It is so effing cute.
Aren't they so adorable?
Love it.
Totes adorbs.
Love it. Totes adorbs.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you. That is so cute.
I know. And now we can.
Yeah. Goodbye. I'm all.
Bye.
Bye. Time for the real podcast. That's really going to piss him off. I'm kidding.
He comes in and turns off all the cameras.
I'm kidding. Pookie wookie.
I love love you.
I love you so much, Spooky Wookie.
Okay, our story today is write a story about Sam. He doesn't have a head.
Can we clarify what head
your
he's
story is your story.
Well, my Sam doesn't have a dick.
Dickless Sam.
Dickless Sam. Why doesn't he have a dick? Did it get castrated? Because back in ye olden days,
he's ancient. It's like
he's really old.
Story.
He's really old.
Oh, they found out I turned the AC up.
You did?
Yeah. I went in there,
I've done that too. That's so good.
But it just kicked on, so
if we start shivering, don't mind us.
Yeah.
But back in biblical times, biblical Sam, he did something to be castrated.
What did he do?
I'm trying to think of something that they'd get castrated
Diabolical.
for. Because I couldn't say he would, he stoned a woman. They would do that.
He got caught porking the sheep.
Yep.
Yep. You like that one?
I was going to say something else, but I like yours better. Yeah, he was porking the sheep. They couldn't have that because there can't be Sam sheep hybrids.
Yeah.
And so they castrated his ween and sent him to jail, where he is now weenless, but he is somebody's bitch.
All right. So he is in, this is biblical Sam, biblical times.
Yes.
He's basically in like a mud pit.
Yes.
With bars.
Yes.
And,
yes.
and a guard.
Yes.
Okay.
But there's other guys in there. And so, you know how like people in prison will like mess up a chomo? That's what they're going to do with him. So he's going to get rocked when he's in prison.
Yeah.
As he should, because, save the sheep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was like a thing back then.
It was, which is horrible. How do you do such a thing?
Can't be porking sheep.
We had something in the valley not terribly long ago with a goat. Do you remember? Or was it a sheep? It was a sheep or a goat.
I thought that they were the same. Are they not?
No.
No. A lamb
and a sheep.
Right.
I think are the same.
Yeah.
But no, I think it might have been a goat.
No.
Maybe it was a sheep.
Okay, well tell me the story. Do you remember?
I don't know how specific I can be, but at our local college, someone got drunk and got caught up in the ag with an animal. He's in jail. Yeah, this is a real story. This happened within the last few years.
Oh my God. That's like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
There are so many easy females.
I don't understand. Like, how drunk do you have to be? Like, that doesn't make... So I don't know if he claimed that he had like blacked out. I've blacked out once before, and even then I would know not to do that.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
So I don't...
Those are like your core like instincts.
Yeah. Like to not do that.
Yes.
So I've never seen blacking out as an excuse to act a certain way before, though. Like, I know in my blackout day, the one day I blacked out, like, I know in my head I knew I was blacked out, which is weird. Like, my subconscious knew, like, oh, I'm not going to remember this.
Like, what is it called when you have like an out-of-body experience when you're dreaming?
Yeah.
Lucid.
That's kind of how it felt.
Okay.
And like, I remember the next day I didn't remember what happened, but I remembered like there was like bits and pieces but I remember like knowing like, man, I probably shouldn't like fuck a goat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's like,
I probably shouldn't drive a car. I'm like,
that type of thing.
Yeah.
So I don't
core values.
Yeah.
That's freaking wild. I did not know that had happened.
Yeah, I'll try to find the story for you.
Yeah, send it to me. I have to show you. I have to show you a couple Instagram reels.
Yeah.
I think you might have like between 15 and 50.
You have to text them to me. I don't check my DMs.
I know. We're going to sit together today and I'm going to be like, oh, start here and then watch this one because they all pertain to you. They're so good. They're so good. I know. I've come to that though. I'm like, I know you're not going to see this, so I screenshot it and sent it to you.
That's what you have to send it in text. Like, Elliot does not check his, like, if I send him a TikTok over text, he won't watch it. He will only watch it on TikTok messages because he thinks it's not aesthetically pleasing that I send him a TikTok in text. Like, it ruins our text thread.
That's hilarious.
But that's me with DMs.
I've had like a grip of people reach out to me recently. I posted a story and it was like, people ask me all the time, what the meaning is of my tattoos. And I'm like, I'm bad with money, Karen. Like that's what it was or whatever. Because I have my next tattoo appointment. I actually went on my lunch and met with my tattoo artist, showed him the area, showed him what I wanted. And it's like going to be like this big.
Mm-hmm.
And it's costing me roughly $700. So I was all, it means I'm bad with $700, Karen.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But for being that big and only 700, that's pretty good.
He's like a family friend. And I've been going to him for years. He has a shop and stuff. And, so people have reached out to me and said, oh, I was wondering who your tattoo artist is. And I've responded to them and I have gotten a lot of people who are like regular listeners who have said, wow, you responded. And I'm like, yeah, like I'm a normal person.
I don't respond.
But I respond to my DMs. My bio says DM for collaboration. So I actually check my DMs regularly and I get like DM messages for collaboration.
If you want to collaborate with me,
DM for collaboration.
You're not going to reach me there. Yeah.
In the DMs. I think that back in the day, we did like that pool party and I sent you the pic. You're like, oh my God, you have to send that to me. It's like a cute picture of us. And I sent it to you in the DMs and I still don't think to
I was going to say what picture? I don't think I've ever seen it.
I'm like dying to know how long I would have to scroll to get to that picture because you are that awful. Okay. So while I look this up, my Sam actually doesn't have a head.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he lost it because he didn't go to his DMs and read all the messages.
I feel like this is directed at me.
Literally look.
Oh, look, I responded there.
No, that's me.
Oh, no, I didn't.
Look, that's me. That's me. Look. Oh, you did? Yeah. Oh, you responded to my story.
See, I'll see a story and I'll say something.
That doesn't count. Look at.
Oh my God,
Colleen. Look, there's more.
This is embarrassing. I tagged you in a picture.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cute. I never saw that.
Oh, you never saw it?
No. Oh, that's when you went to that concert, huh?
No, that was when we filmed with that. That was the first time I wore the shirt.
No.
Yeah.
That's when you went to the concert because...
No, my hair was curled at the concert.
But I feel like I gave you the shirt here.
You did. I took it at home.
Oh, okay.
The shirt we're referring to is I put the hot and psychotic shirt, which a girl stopped me at said concert and was like, can I take a picture of your shirt? For real.
Oh, yeah?
And I was like,
hell
I don't know where you're at, girl, but...
Yeah, look at this.
Send it to me.
Look at this. It's still going. Okay,
What?
those are stories that you replied to. And then I think you sent me something. That's wild. Oh, yeah, and you messaged me here. Okay.
I just don't like... And it's not to be mean. It's just, I think because I have clients blowing my phone up all the time, but they all text me that like, I'm just talking to people all the time.
On like every platform.
Yeah. So I just like don't, like I'm like, if they need me, they can text me type of thing.
Yeah.
It's not, so.
It's no big thing.
It's no big thing. But like, learn to text me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we're not allowed to talk on the phone, me and Colleen. Let me tell you why, okay? Well, she'll be like, hey, like we need to talk about topics or whatever. Like, let's set up a time. I'm like, solid, let's do it. So we set up a time. It's like normally when I'm getting off of work or something.
Yeah.
And we will talk for 2 hours.
Literally with a break in between because we'll both get phone calls that we need to return.
Yes.
It's so freaking wild. And I'm like, okay, literally the last conversation we had was at the table. The last conversation we had, I said, okay, this is real quick. I only need 10 minutes.
Yeah. And then it was 2 hours. Mind you, I don't talk on the phone. I don't talk to nobody. Like if someone calls me, I'm like, oh, I'll get back to him later. Colleen's like, give me 5 minutes. I'm like, period. 2 hours later. And in that time, she'll be like, oh, I gotta go. I have to do this. Oh, but did you hear about this? And then I'll be like, yeah, I gotta go right now. But blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
And like, it's the most bonkers thing on the planet.
Yeah.
Like, why do we yap so much?
You said your mom said something.
Yeah, like I was like, oh, mom, like, let me call you back. Like, I'm talking to Colleen. She's like, talk to you tomorrow.
And then my husband was like, I just love that you have a buddy.
In beauty school, we call them the bitch buddies. Because like you always need someone that like I have learned that you and I will like get off of work and I'll be like, and this happened.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, and then this happened. And we just start bitching.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Yeah.
We need that in life. Because sometimes I'll be like, Chris, this client said this to me.
And he doesn't give a shit.
He's like,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or like all the drama that I had in my life recently.
Yeah.
Like he's super like into it, but he doesn't respond. Like he's like, yeah, like that. Then what? But he's not like, well, you know, where like sometimes I need the same energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. We will totally be like, this is bullshit. And I'm like, it should have gone like this.
Yeah.
It should have been like this.
Yep.
Like, or, oh my God, she said that to you for real?
Yeah.
Has she ever said anything before like that?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Like we diagnose or dissect.
Yes.
Like what's
all the little parts.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like peeling out down the onion layers.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, I have to go. And then she'll be like, yeah. And then and I'm like, yeah. And then we start talking about something else. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah. I'll be like, I have to do laundry. And she's like, I have to do laundry. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, my laundry sucks. And she's like, my laundry also sucks. And I'm like, is your laundry piled in the shit? Picture. A 15-minute conversation. Okay. Moral of the story, if you don't have a bitching buddy, you need to get one right now. They're good for the soul.
They're good for the soul.
Okay. And also, you can only talk to them like once a week.
Yeah. Because then but you know what's funny?
Because you got to unload it all at one time.
There was one time we left here. We had filmed and then we left and then you called me and we talked for another couple of hours. So it was like a 4-hour total conversation. I'm all, why are we running out of things? And that's what's funny is there's no awkward silence. It's like a non-stop talking. I was like having a moment at work a couple weeks ago and I'm like, I called Colleen. I'm like, I'm pooping. I've also thrown up. Like, what is happening to me? And she and Jimmy are both like, yeah. Jimmy's like, I too vomit a lot. And then we talk about vomiting like for hours.
I was laying on the floor in my bedroom and we were on the phone.
Oh my God.
I jumped up and I was like, oh my God, are you throwing up? And I was talking to my husband. She's like, oh my God, your husband's throwing up. Go take care of your man. I'm like, oh no, he'll be fine. And I laid back down. We kept talking.
But I was like, if he's throwing, like, so
is he okay? I'm he's fine.
Well, I have a metaphobia, which is funny because I puke a lot. Like, you would think I'd be over it by now. I'm so afraid of vomiting. I'm afraid of people throwing up. I'm afraid of myself throwing up. So she's like, oh my God, like Jimmy's throwing up. And I'm like, I have to get off the phone. Like, I can't talk. I have to talk. And she's like, oh, no, he's fine. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay.
Traumatized. She's all, can you go in the other room, please?
Like if I hear a slight, like, I'm going to be like, he's throwing up. I can't. Like, you're so strong for listening to that. You're just like laying on the floor and he's barfing in the room.
Yeah.
That doesn't like gross you out?
No, because he like gets sick all the time. Because he has cyclic vomiting syndrome.
Yeah.
So luckily not always anymore, but it used to be when he got sick, he was throwing up for 3 days straight. like all the time.
Poor baby. That's horrible.
Yeah. It's awful. And in the beginning, so then when he is just like, nope, I'm just like getting sick because he had, I think he had food poisoning, honestly.
Okay.
So he had like 2 days of like back to back, just like stomach pains and feeling nauseous and all the things that you get with food poisoning. But he was like, I'm fine. This is not an episode. I'm fine. And that's when I'm like, and throwing up is not a big deal to him because I'm like surprised it is a big deal to you because he throws up all the time. So it's like not a big deal.
Like he's not really fazed by it.
No, like at all. Like it's not a big deal.
He's like, oh, I'll be right
back. And then
back.
what am I supposed, like he's throwing up. Like I used to be like in panic mode, but like, what am I supposed to do?
What does he feel nauseous or does he just like barf? Like, is it what happens?
Both kind of. So if he's in an episode, he'll feel nauseous. If he's not in an episode, like the littlest thing can throw him into a tizzy, like the change of weather, an allergy, going to the gym,
and about like EDC.
So we're just we eat very clean.
Yeah.
We're very mindful of what we put in our body. We like super hydrate. We take the liquid IVs and only do one a day each. We take vitamin C. Like we just are very, very, very like on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of raves, there's a rave coming in town August 8th. You guys haven't checked it out yet and you were interested in raving. It's called Foam Wonderland, I think. Something.
I have work.
I know. I called you and I'm all, come rave with me.
That was part of our 2-hour conversation. I'm like, oh, that sounds really fun, but I'm going to be at work.
Yeah.
So
I already have my tickets. So if you guys, you listening people that don't have to work on a Friday night, it's from 8 to 2.
Effing crazy. 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen 2 in the morning in years.
It's at Chick Chansey Park. It's called Foam Wonderland on Instagram. August 8th.
That is so late.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get how people are like,
bitty.
Dude, I really am. When people are like, do you want to get dinner? And I'm like, sure, what time? And they're like, you want to meet like at 8? I'm like, no.
That's me.
I cannot relate to that. I'm like, no, like more
except
like 6.
But we're talking about August 8th. So like it's going to be triple digits during the day.
No, that's fine.
Like I am like, please make it after the sun goes down.
That's fine. That's more tolerable.
But there's only like Dylan Francis is who the headlining DJ is. And you know him. He does Get Low with DJ Snake. Get Low. No. Okay.
Like the Lil Jon song?
No.
No, not that one. I don't even know if that's Lil Jon. Is it
I
Lil
don't
Jon?
even know if it's called Get Low. DJ Snake. Get low, let the whistle blow. No.
I live under a rock. Honestly, it's the truth.
Yeah.
I live under a rock, and I'm in bed by 9, unless I'm at work.
Oh, okay, just kidding. Okay, just kidding. Most of you out there probably know the song. Jess is all, no.
I've never heard it.
Yeah, so he's going to be out there. There's a couple other DJs that I'm familiar with that are going to be there, but I think 4 in total.
Oh,
so
cool.
8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11, 12, 12 to 1. That's 5 hours with only 4 DJs. Each of them are going to have at least a 1 hour set. And then I would say Dylan Francis is probably going to have a 2 hour set. So that is a lot of time, especially because I'm like not a concert goer. So I feel like that's like, first of all, that's 5 hours standing. I've never been to like the Chick Chansey Park like raves. I have a friend that's in like the local rave community and likes to do stuff like that. So she's invited me to come along. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's Foam Wonderland. So they like take foam cannons and spit them into the foam into the crowd.
That's fun.
Yeah. But also kind of like taking a bubble bath with a bunch of people.
Love that.
Yeah.
There's nothing weird about that at all.
Yeah, that part. Okay, so today's topic is actually haters. Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate.
Haters gonna hate. You, my friend, have haters.
I sure do.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me your favorite hater story.
Well, I have a few. Some I cannot say. But I when we decided we were going to talk about this, the first person that popped up was this one girl. So I've been a licensed cosmetologist for a little over 11 years now, about 11 and a half years. And when I
Damn,
first,
girl, you're old.
I'm not just a seasoned woman, you know what I mean?
I'm a seasoned,
I'm a seasoned
lady. I'm like a good taco.
Right. But about this time is when like ombre became a thing.
Yeah.
I didn't learn how to ombre in school because it wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Like, and if you don't know what an ombre is, it's like one color melting into another type of thing.
Yeah.
So the point of it is it's supposed to be really blended and like really beautiful. And
that you can't really tell it's even happening until you take like the bottom hair and put it to the top hair and you see it's like, it's a different color.
Yeah. And I will never forget my first really horrible experience. So I went straight into booth rent, which is not something normal hairstylists do because that's really,
you need
really
clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
were like, I'm gonna slay this.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out.
That's like good for you. That's why you are where you are today.
Thank you.
Mhm.
But I just got a second job and went straight into booth rent. That I thank you because I can't do that. But I would get clients from literally anywhere I could get them, right? Like I didn't care. I did not care. And so there was one Facebook page called 559 Nails Hair Makeup. And it was full of Fresno people, which can be really, really good or really, really bad. We don't really have any like in-betweeners. It's just, you know. And
okay, try it now. It kind of tastes like Lysol. Just like a sip. Not like
it tastes like Lysol. Try it.
Yeah, not like vomit though. Just a sip.
No.
Do you taste the Lysol?
Yes, bitch.
It's graduated.
That's effing disgusting.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, and so this girl messages me and she looks super cute. If someone new books with me, I stalk them naturally, you know? So I'm like, okay.
As you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and at the time I worked in a salon that is about as small as the one I'm in now. It was just me and the owner. And so I was I wanted to be careful because I needed clientele, but I wanted to be careful with who I let in.
Yeah.
You know? And so I'm looking at her mall. She seems super cute. Like, you know, she was really sweet when we were talking. She had jet black box dyed hair. Okay. And if you don't know, now you do. It's horrific to get out of someone's hair. Yeah. Like you have to, it usually takes multiple bleaching sessions, hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's a whole commitment. And she said,
it's years of letting it grow out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she said she wanted a blonde ombre. And I said, I cannot do that for you today, but I will get it as light as I can. And so we'll do it in sessions. She's like, perfect. Sounds great. So she comes into the salon. We have this discussion and I'm like, okay, so we're on the same page, right? Like we're gonna do this in sessions. And she's like, yeah. So it's the first ombre I've ever done. And I'm fighting through black box dye. Okay. So I do
Putting you to the test.
Putting me to the test.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing it and her hair's lightening pretty well. And I'm actually like super jazzed. And I wash her out and I'm blow drying her. And the way that the salon was set up, like with the cords and stuff, I had to have her facing to the side. She wasn't looking directly at the mirror. She was more to the side for like my blow dryer to reach and stuff. So normally my clients wouldn't see till they were like all done because I would turn them and it was like more of like a dramatic, you know. So I'm blow drying her. She's not really seeing what's happening. But in my head, I'm like, I effing killed this. I'm like, wow, like snaps for me. Yeah. Like this is effing amazing. Like the blend, the color. Wow. It wasn't like blonde, but it was like probably as light as my hair is right now, which coming from like I've bleached my hair 3 times from black and my black wasn't even box dye.
Now, were you ombreing from top to bottom?
It was like she had like black like root still. It probably went out to like here and then like she wanted the blonde the rest of the way.
Okay.
But it turned into like a really light kind of like brownish color, but it wasn't brassy. It wasn't like orange. It was it was pretty.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking I killed it.
Yeah.
So I turn her around and she's like, oh, like I love it. Like it looks great, blah, blah, blah. She pays me. She leaves. The next day I get a text from my friend and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, dude, what happened? Like, what do you mean? And she sends me this screenshot. This girl posted her hair on this Facebook page and was like, I asked for blonde. So she didn't give the full backstory.
Yeah.
She goes, I asked for blonde. This is what I left with. Like, if you're going to whatever, I wasn't Jess Schmidt hair at the time. I can't remember what my Instagram was, but if you're going to at this person, like, don't go to her anymore. And people are not knowing the full backstory, commenting, revoke her license, call state board. They're like going, I mean, it traumatized me. I'm not kidding. This is literally probably, I started working in that salon pretty early on as when I got licensed. This is probably within the first month or 2 that this happened.
Oh my God.
Like one of my first clients like ever. And like people like there, but what's cute is there were a few hairstylists that commented and that were like, but what was your hair before? Like they were trying to like back me.
Yeah.
Which was super cute, but most of the comments
they're just arrogant to it because they're not in the profession. Yeah. Yeah. And they could probably tell that before her hair was like black.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then she tagged my Instagram handle. Yeah. I start getting the most crazy, I got a death threat, like crazy messages. And so I write to the person that was like the admin of the Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what kind of like group this is, but this is crazy. Now I'm being threatened. Like it was a whole thing. So I texted the girl and I was like, do you want your money back? Like, do you want to just take your money and shut your mouth? Like, because I'll send it to you. Like, I don't need it. I had another job. I don't need it that bad. You can have it. Like,
did she respond?
No. Mm-mm. But
wow.
The thing now is I'm sure she went to another stylist and that stylist probably got her blonde because I did all the hard part.
Yeah.
And so after that, dude, I literally took a break. It's traumatized me.
Damn.
I was like, I don't want to do hair anymore. My mom was like, you just got your license. Like, it is what it is. Like, you're going to be fine. And I was like, no, like, I don't want to do hair anymore. Look at this. Yeah. Like, look at what's happening.
You had to go through like the really, really hard shit though to get like, to be like who you are today.
Yeah.
That's so real and like so true. That's fucking wild. I cannot stand when someone gives a bad review and then does not or will not respond to like communication.
Yeah.
Like the reason you have a bad review or the reason I have a bad review is because you were not clearly communicating with me.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a travel agent and the very first group that I planned, this is like not really a shit talking story, so I'll make it like super quick, but so fucking crazy. The very first trip I planned was for a stranger. She found me on Google. She asked me to do an all-inclusive for her and her daughter's 21st birthday. I booked the all-inclusive. They were flying from Fresno to their resort and they had a layover. Their flight was delayed. The airline needed to refuel, whatever it was, but it was delayed like 4 hours. So they missed their other flight.
Yeah.
They did not call me. They went to the front desk, which I usually recommend my clients do.
Yeah.
You will get the quickest service by going straight to the front desk. Calling me is great, but all I can do is call them. And if they're not, I'm going to get their customer service. They're going to put me on hold. Like you're better off going in front of them. However, like keep in contact with me, right?
Yeah.
So what they tell her is we can get you there, but we're going to fly you to a different airport. but my clients have already checked their bag. So they decide to agree. They have not called me again. They get on this other plane. They fly to their destination. Now they're in a different airport. Their baggage isn't there. And so they spend hours telling the airline, like, our baggage is lost. Okay. Then they call me at 1 a.m. and tell me, where is their rental car? Well, honey, it's at the airport.
Yeah.
Well, we're not at that airport. We're at this airport.
You're like, you didn't tell me, babe.
I can't do anything for you there.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can find a rental company, but this rental, this is gone. And they're like, there's no place open here. The whole airport is closed. She's like, I think there's one place that's open. I'm going to go in. And I said, okay. She goes in. All they have is a van. She rents the van. She does not get insurance. She gets ready to drive to her destination, which is now 3 hours away, falls asleep behind the wheel and wrecks into a tree. Yeah. Doesn't get the $12 insurance. Doesn't call me. Now she calls me. She tells me she's wrecked into the tree, that she did not get the insurance. What is she going to do? So I call the resort. I have the resort pick them up. And I ask her, like, what car did you book? And I have no control over this reservation. I have no rights to this reservation. I did not make this reservation. So all I can do is give you my best advice. And she said, I used blah, 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 platinum Visa card. And I said, okay, that's a credit card. Most credit cards will offer insurance to protect you through the credit card company. So contact your credit card company and ask them if you have rental insurance for car rentals. Most of the time when you get them with a travel card, you're doubling, you're getting your insurance through the car rental place and you already have it through your credit card. So go ahead and call them and check. She never let me know what the outcome of that was, but that was my very first experience booking someone in travel.
I would have never done it again.
It took me a long time. So I no longer do airfare.
Yeah.
Unless it is booked as a package. So I don't do domestic. And of course, that's like what people would contact me most about. And I really don't put myself out there as a travel agent very often because I have enough clientele that keeps me busy enough to where I like don't necessarily need new clients. I really do focus on cruises and all inclusives. I do a lot of like traveling to other countries. People see that and will ask about it. And I will give you all the advice and tips in the world. I do not expect people to pay me. But I also started charging a $25 research fee because people would message me all the time, ask me to research their trip. And then they would go and they would book their trip on their own.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hecka trauma in the beginning, but now I am I have disclaimers. Like I'm very clear about when you book, how I play my role and how you play your role and yada, yada, yada. And it just made me be a lot more detail oriented when I am talking to my clients.
Yeah.
But like I said, now I only work with certain people. I had a lady call me. No, I had a client say, hey, my coworker wants to book. Can you call her? And I said, yeah. And I called her and she answered and she goes, I said, hi, so-and-so, I'm calling. She goes, who the fuck are you? And I was like, I'm so-and-so's travel agent. Like you told her to call me. She goes, oh yeah, for sure. Like I've totally forgot, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, no. You are not the client for me. Like, yeah, never mind. Yeah. And she's like, excuse me. No, I don't need your money.
Yeah.
This is what I will tell you to do. I will give you a Facebook where you can find other travel agents. Here is the cruise line that she cruises through, blah, 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 blah. Like, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck with you. Sayonara. Because it's not worth it.
No, it's not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Okay, but I do have a hater story. I have one.
Yes.
Very, very quick. And then we'll wrap up. So I was at work the other day and I needed to go pick something up from another building. Okay, so that building is walking distance from my building. I walked to the building. I wear black slacks or black leggings or black whatever and I'm wearing a tucked in white t-shirt. The sleeves are sheer and the legs of my slacks are lace.
Okay.
They have It's very cute. I thought it was like a totally adorable outfit. I don't wear shorts because I'm like self-conscious about the back of my thighs. But I thought it was really cute.
Yeah.
So I go there. My husband works at this building, so he meets me downstairs and I'm there for less than an hour and I leave. And then he calls me and he says, "You will never believe what just happened. I just got a phone call that someone sent an email to his boss's boss or whoever and said, you were walking around with me in short shorts." And I was like, be so for real right now. And he was like, yeah, like my boss called me. She told me about whatever, yada, yada, yada. Nobody is tripping. None of these people are my superior. None of them. Like, what are they? That's not even my building.
What was the reason behind that?
Well, so I don't find out till later who it is, but I eventually find out who it is. And this person has had it out for me. They used to be a superior of mine, and they hired me in this specific job. And then I did the job, and they left during the time that I did the job. And I think it just kind of revealed a lot of mess that they kind of left behind, like of no fault of my own. I was hired to do a job and I did that job. And then when I did the job, they were kind of outed because there was a lot to clean up.
Yeah.
And then I got my position, and the position that I got was a position that they wanted. And the reaction I got from that person when I told them, and I used to say great things about this person. I used to I'm always like, fix other people's crowns.
Yeah.
And so I used to say great things about them. And then I think that, and I've seen this person in public, and I have literally avoided them because I've gotten they've always tried to like stand in my way. They have always said things about me, and I've always found out. But again, I'm like, fix your crown.
Yeah.
Like, I'll fix your crown. Like, and I've always been kind of sad for them.
Yeah.
Like that you feel like
this comes
this is
from something.
Yes.
Yeah.
You feel like this is a competition. And like, I'm sorry for you. But this time, okay, first of all, you lied. I wasn't in shorts.
Yeah.
Secondly, what was you? There's no goal. There's no gain for you.
Yeah.
There's no, like, are you trying to make me look bad to people that I personally don't, no offense to like his team or his boss or anybody, but I don't care. They don't affect me.
No,
they don't matter. Like, did you think that person that you snitched to was going to come and be like, get out of this building. You need to leave. You look like a skank. Bitch, you want to see me in short shorts?
I don't even know what to say. That is diabolical.
That was why yesterday I was like, I am having such a bad day.
Yeah.
And I was like, and someone else had texted me and they were like, they're jealous. Like, actually, I got a lot of responses. A lot of people were like, don't sweat it. Like, the reason that they're doing this is to get under your skin. And that's 100% right.
Yeah.
But it did get under my skin because I'm the girl that's always trying to fix your fucking crown, bitch. Even though you have been talking shit behind my back and I have known it, I've avoided you in public so that way you don't have to feel like you need to be fake with me. So I don't ever have to be fake with you.
Yeah.
But when people say things or ask about you, I always say good things because I don't need to be that person that's trying to tear you down. And I don't want to be that person.
Well, because that wouldn't... You as a person, you wouldn't feel right about that. But that's the difference between you and that person.
But I told my husband yesterday, I was like, I always avoid seeing her because she always does, like, she'll say hi or whatever, or be pleasant. And I know that it's fake. So I just try to avoid the situation. I don't want her to feel like she needs to be fake with me.
Yeah.
And I told him, we always see her out. I was all, catch me outside.
Yeah.
Fine. I was all, you look at me, you say something to me, you so much as fucking smile at me. I'm going to be like, nah, bitch, we're not fucking friends like that.
Yeah. You don't get to do that.
And that's like wild because I don't ever feel like that about people.
Yeah.
So I think that the reason I was so mad is because you made me not like somebody.
Yeah.
And that somebody is you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That somebody is fucking you.
Yeah.
You did it to yourself.
The story writes itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah. Oh my God.
People that don't cheer other people on don't make sense to me.
No.
Ever.
No. This is, and we didn't even get to it. We'll have to do like a second one where we talk about Instagram and the chaos that has ensued.
And the haters.
And the haters gonna hate.
Yep. The wrong Instagram reels gone viral. So.
It's okay. It's okay. I just need all the ladies to come in and be like, STFU.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. For all of you gentlemen, yeah, my tits are fucking real. Thanks. So that's it.
Yep.
That's us for today.
Yep. And I'm all, must be nice. I'm all, who's your surgeon? Oh, you don't have one? Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Some people are blessed, honey.
Our Lord Jesus. All right. Be bold.
Be bright.
Have a little bite. Bye. Hi, I'm Colleen.
And we're Jess and Puggy.
And if you're still here, we really, really appreciate you watching us. And if we made you laugh, cry, or if you could relate to any of these stories, please give this a like, share, follow, tell your friends. It's free and it's a great way to support us. And we totally appreciate you. Until the next episode.
Love, 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 love.